When performing commercial electrical branch circuit takeoffs, it is important to understand the different methods available. One common approach, sometimes referred to as Michaelis method, involves running each individual circuit back to the panel in separate electrical metallic tubing, or empty conduit. This method ensures accurate material takeoff for conduit, fittings, and wire. However, it can sometimes result in excess conduit, especially for circuits that are located close together. An alternative method involves grouping multiple home runs, typically 4 or more, into a single conduit. With this approach, you would measure the individual circuits to the nearest home run box. This method can significantly reduce the amount of conduit required, but it can also lead to more complex conduit and wire assemblies. The preferred method for commercial branch circuit takeoffs can vary depending on the specific project and the requirements outlined in the electrical code and project specifications. However, several common practices are used in the industry. Firstly, individual conduits are often used for circuits that are spaced far apart or that require different sizes or types of conduit. Secondly, grouped conduits are often used for circuits that are close together and require the same size and type of conduit. Thirdly, some projects may use a hybrid approach, combining both individual and grouped conduits based on the specific circumstances of the project. When selecting a branch circuit takeoff method, there are several factors to consider. 1. It is crucial to ensure that the chosen method aligns with the electrical code and project specifications. 2. Consider the number and proximity of circuits to determine whether grouping is feasible. 3. The size of the conduit will impact the number of circuits that can be grouped together. 4. Different methods may have different impacts on both takeoff time and accuracy. Ultimately, the best practice is to use the method that provides the most accurate material takeoff while also being efficient and compliant with code and specifications. It is important to consult with experienced professionals and consider the specific project requirements when determining the most appropriate method. When performing electrical estimating, different methods are available for commercial branch circuit takeoffs. One approach involves running each individual circuit back to the panel using separate electrical metallic tubing conduit. This method offers accuracy in material estimation for conduit, fittings, and wiring. However, it may lead to an excess of conduit, particularly when circuits are in close proximity. Another method involves grouping multiple home runs, typically 4 or more, within a single conduit. In this method, measure individual circuits to the nearest home run box. This approach can significantly reduce the amount of conduit needed, but it may also result in more intricate conduit and wire assemblies. The ideal method for commercial branch circuit takeoffs depends on the project's needs and the electrical code and specifications. Common practices include the following. Firstly, using individual conduits when circuits are widely spaced or require varying conduit sizes or types. Secondly, using grouped conduits when circuits are close together and need similar conduit. Thirdly, employing a hybrid approach with both individual and grouped conduits, depending on project circumstances. Several factors should be considered when selecting a branch circuit takeoff method. 1. Ensure the method follows electrical codes and project specifications. 2. Assess the number and closeness of circuits to see if grouping is practical. 3. A conduit size will affect how many circuits can be grouped. 4. Different methods will impact takeoff time and precision differently. The best practice is to choose the method that offers the most accurate material takeoff while being efficient and adhering to codes and specifications. It is important to seek advice from experienced professionals and consider project needs when choosing the most appropriate method. When tackling commercial electrical branch circuit takeoffs, remember there's more than one way to skin a cat. One method, where each circuit gets its own electrical metallic tubing conduit straight back to the panel, is solid for accuracy in material estimates. You'll know exactly how much conduit, fittings, and wire you need. But heads up, this can lead to using more conduit than necessary, especially if those circuits are bunched together. On the flip side, you can group several home runs, like 4 or more, into a single conduit. Measure each circuit back to the nearest home run box and you'll likely cut down on conduit. Just be aware, this can make your conduit and wire setups a bit more complex. The best approach really depends on the project, local electrical codes, and any specific guidelines. But here are a few common tactics. 1. Individual conduits work well when circuits are spread out or need different types or sizes of conduit. 2. Group conduits shine when circuits are close and can use the same conduit. 3. A mix of both might be the ticket, using individual runs where needed and grouping elsewhere. When deciding, keep a few things in mind. Firstly, make sure your method ticks all the boxes for electrical codes and project specs. Secondly, think about how many circuits you're dealing with and how close they are. This will help you decide if grouping is a good idea. Thirdly, conduit size matters. It'll dictate how many circuits you can safely run together. Fourthly, consider the time it takes to do the takeoff and how accurate it needs to be. Different methods can impact both. The ultimate goal is to choose a method that gives you the most accurate material estimate while keeping things efficient and code compliant. So, chat with experienced pros, dig into the project details, and find the method that fits best. When you're dealing with electrical estimating for commercial projects, specifically when it comes to branch circuits, there are a couple of ways to approach the takeoffs. One method is where you run a dedicated electrical metallic tubing conduit for each individual circuit, taking it all the way back to the panel. This is a reliable way to ensure you've got a precise count of your conduit, fittings, and wire. However, it can sometimes mean you're using more conduit than you strictly need, especially if a lot of your circuits are clustered together. Another approach is to group several home runs together, usually 4 or more, into a single conduit. You then measure the distance of each individual circuit back to the closest home run box. Doing this can save you on the amount of conduit you use, but it can also make your conduits and wire configurations a little more complicated to manage. The best method really depends on the specifics of the project, what the electrical code requires, and any particular specifications you need to adhere to. That said, here are some common strategies people use. Firstly, if you're dealing with circuits that are far apart from each other or that need different sizes or types of conduit, then using individual conduits makes sense. Secondly, if you have circuits that are close together and can all use the same type and size of conduit, then grouping them together can be more efficient. Thirdly, sometimes a combination of both approaches is the way to go, using individual conduits in some situations and grouping them in others, depending on what makes the most sense for that particular part of the project. When you're deciding which method to use, here are some things to keep in mind. 1. Make sure whatever method you choose is fully compliant with the electrical code and the project specifications. 2. Think about the number of circuits you have and how closely they're spaced together. This will help you decide whether grouping them is a practical option. 3. Remember that the size of the conduit will determine how many circuits you can safely group together in one conduit. 4. Consider how the different methods will affect the time it takes to do the takeoff and how accurate the results are likely to be. Ultimately, the goal is to choose the method that gives you the most accurate count of materials needed, while also being efficient and making sure you're following all the relevant codes and specifications. It's always a good idea to talk to other experienced professionals and to carefully consider the specific requirements of the project when you're deciding on the best approach. Performing commercial electrical branch circuit takeoffs involves different methods to accurately estimate materials. One method involves running each circuit back to the panel using separate electrical metallic tubing conduit. This method ensures precise material takeoff for conduit, fittings, and wiring. However, it may result in using more conduit, especially for circuits close together. Another method involves grouping multiple home runs, typically 4 or more, into a single conduit. Individual circuits are measured to the nearest home run box. This reduces conduit usage but complicates conduit and wire assemblies. The method depends on the project, electrical code, and specifications. Common practices include using individual conduits for circuits that are spaced far apart or require different conduit types. Using grouped conduits for circuits that are close together and require the same conduit type. And using a combination of individual and grouped conduits based on the specific circumstances. Factors to consider include ensuring the method complies with electrical codes and specifications. considering the number and proximity of circuits to determine if grouping is feasible. Remembering conduit size impacts the number of circuits that can be grouped together. And understanding different methods affect takeoff time and accuracy. The best practice is to use the method that provides the most accurate material takeoff while being efficient and code compliant. Consult with experienced professionals and consider the specific project requirements. Electrical estimating for commercial branch circuits involves different takeoff methods. One method is Mike Holt's method, where each circuit runs back to the panel in separate electrical metallic tubing conduit. This ensures accurate material counts for conduit, fittings, and wire. But it can mean more conduit use, especially with closed circuits. Another method groups multiple home runs, 4 or more, into one conduit. You measure each circuit to the nearest home run box. This cuts down conduit needs, but can make conduit and wire setups complex. The right method depends on the project, code, and specs. Common practices include individual conduits for far apart circuits or varied conduit needs. Grouped conduits for closed circuits needing the same conduit. A hybrid approach uses both, fitting the project's needs. Think about code compliance, circuit number and space, conduit size impacts on grouping, and takeoff time and accuracy. Best is the most accurate takeoff that is efficient and code compliant. Talk to pros and consider the project. When estimating commercial electrical branch circuits, there are several approaches to consider for your takeoffs. One option is to use what's sometimes referred to as Mike Holt's method, where each individual circuit is run back to the panel using its own dedicated electrical metallic tubing conduit. This method is great for ensuring that you get an accurate material takeoff, as you'll have a clear count of the conduit, fittings, and wire required for each circuit. However, it can sometimes lead to using more conduit than necessary, particularly if you have many circuits that are located close together. Another alternative is to group multiple home runs together, typically 4 or more, into a single conduit. In this case, you would measure the individual circuits back to the nearest home run box. This approach can significantly reduce the overall amount of conduit needed, but it can also result in more complex conduit and wire assemblies to manage. The best approach to use will ultimately depend on the specific details of the project, as well as the requirements outlined in the applicable electrical code and project specifications. However, there are a few common practices that are often employed in the field. Firstly, using individual conduits is often the preferred method for circuits that are spaced far apart from one another, or that require different sizes or types of conduit. Secondly, grouped conduits are commonly used for circuits that are located close together and that require the same size and type of conduit. Thirdly, some projects may benefit from a hybrid approach, where you use a combination of individual and grouped conduits, depending on the specific circumstances. When deciding which method to use, there are several factors that you should take into consideration. 1. You need to ensure that the method you choose is fully compliant with the electrical code and project specifications. 2. You should consider the number of circuits you have and how closely they are spaced together, as this will help you determine whether grouping them is a feasible option. 3. You'll need to keep in mind that the size of the conduit will have an impact on the number of circuits that can be grouped together in one conduit. 4. You should also consider how the different methods will affect the amount of time it takes to complete the takeoff, as well as the accuracy of the results. Ultimately, the best practice is to use the method that provides you with the most accurate material takeoff, while also being efficient and compliant with all applicable codes and specifications. It's always a good idea to consult with other experienced professionals and to carefully consider the specific requirements of the project when you are determining the most appropriate method to use. Commercial electrical branch circuit takeoffs involve several methods to estimate material needs. One approach is Mike Holt's method, where each circuit runs back to the panel using separate electrical metallic tubing conduit. This ensures precise material counts for conduit, fittings, and wire. However, it can mean more conduit use, especially with closed circuits. Another approach groups multiple home runs, 4 or more, into one conduit. Each circuit is measured to the nearest home run box. This cuts down conduit needs but can make conduit and wire setups complex. The best method depends on the project, code, and specifications. Practices include using individual conduits for far apart circuits or varied conduit needs. Grouped conduits are used for close circuits needing the same conduit. A hybrid approach uses both, fitting project needs. Consider code compliance, circuit number and space, conduit size, impacts on grouping, and takeoff time and accuracy. Best is the most accurate takeoff that is efficient and code compliant. Talk to experienced professionals and consider the specific project needs. Electrical estimating for commercial branch circuits requires different takeoff methods. One is Mike Hull's method, where each circuit runs to the panel in its own electrical metallic tubing. This gives exact counts for conduit, fittings, and wire. Still, it can mean extra conduit, especially when circuits are close. Another groups home runs, 4+, in one conduit. You measure each circuit to the closest home run box. This saves on conduit, but can make conduit and wire setups hard. The right method depends on the project, the rules, and the specs. Practices include using single conduits for circuits that are far apart or need different conduit types. Use grouped conduits for circuits near each other that need the same conduit. A mix of both can work, adapting to what the project needs. Think about meeting code, how many circuits there are and where they are, how conduit size affects grouping, and how fast and accurate the takeoff needs to be. The best way is the most accurate takeoff that's fast and follows the rules. Talk to experts and consider what the project needs. Estimating branch circuits involves choosing the most appropriate method. The goal is to provide an accurate bill of materials for purchasing.